Welcome to Race Around the World. This is the unedited version of Race Around the World. The edited version will be coming soon. If you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe. Runner set. And here we go, right into this Race Around the World, December 2020. We're going to see everybody go ahead and start running right here. We're going to see out to an early lead, a big pack. We're going to Triad Slayer, Tech Hector, Raccoon Boy, and Syntax Error all ahead. First 4 players, but that water is going to decide something. We're going to see who gets to the checkpoint first. Raccoon Boy, in 21 seconds, goes through the checkpoint first. Very, very interesting. Go through all the vines and all the leaves. We're going to hit the water now. They're going to swim through some obstacles real quick. Shouldn't be too much of a burden. Now this turn should decide the 3 people at the head who's going to be ahead. We're going to see Lunatassi, Triad Slayer, and Peter Sockman be in the back a little bit. Up in the front we have Tech Hector, Woody the Quester, and Syntax Error. Already down to it. Syntax Error got through that jump a little bit faster than Woody the Quester. Okay, and Chrysanthus and Pete the Sockman are in the back. However, in first place, once again, we have Syntax Error. Now we're going to see everyone jump into the water. That's unfortunate. Syntax Error, however, going through the bamboo, struggling a little bit. Raccoon Boy, however, is not struggling as much. Shortens up the gap a little bit. However, that one jump right there was done a little bit faster by Syntax Error. So Syntax Error is indeed going to get that. Does indeed get through it, but it's going to be a little slow. Tech Hector actually beats Woody the Quester here. Let me see what happens. Syntax Error is ahead. However, in last place, we have Pete the Sockman. Pete the Sockman, Chrysanthus, both in the back. Very, very interesting going up this hill, but it's a second checkpoint. The 500 block checkpoint. I know it might not seem like it, but that's 500 blocks. Right now, since Syntax Error makes it through the first checkpoint in 1 minute and 54 seconds. Now, this hill coming up does indeed decide a lot of placements very often, so we're going to see if Syntax Error uses this hill to knock down his opponents. And Syntax Error is not actually going to do that. Syntax Error is not here for any tomfoolery. Syntax Error is taking this very seriously. This is Woody versus Syntax Error. Lunatassi ain't doing this as Hatley. Now it's these few hills right here that we actually see the position shake up and see where people are actually going to be throughout the race, because after this it's going to be very hard to make up ground. Now we're going to go up this hill, and first I was Syntax Error, and about 2.5 seconds later we have Woody the Quester making up the hill. We're going to see that hill right there. We're going to see who comes out, and whoever comes out is basically the champion. Tech Hector in 3rd place. This is a very impressive performance by Tech Hector. In 4th place we have Chrysanthus. Then it's Pete the Sockman. Who's coming? Now as you make it to the peak of this hill, it isn't so straightforward. You have to go through the trees in order to make it up the hill. Lunatassi and Triad Slayer finally get past the hill, and then we're going to see who's coming down first. It's going to be actually Syntax Error making it down the hill. Lost a little bit of time there. Okay, but Syntax Error and Woody the Quester, a very close race. This should be very interesting. Going up the hill, we're going to use the slime blocks to their advantage. No, they are not. No, they're not going to use the slime blocks. However, will Tech Hector use the slime blocks? Tech Hector will be using the slime blocks. Chrysanthus, not so much. Pete the Sackman, not so much. Yes, they are. In 3 minutes and 47 seconds, 1,000 blocks Syntax Error has ran. Now, as we make it to the maze, there are actually 2 different routes that you can take. There's a short one and a really fast one. The other one needs to make 2 turns on. The other one needs to make 4 turns. But we're going to see them actually all tied up as Woody the Quester took the correct route, as Syntax Error not so much. They're going to make it past that turn, which I had a lot of difficulty mapping. And we're going to see Raccoon Boy, aka Woody the Quester, actually make it past. And we're actually going to see Woody the Quester, for a brief moment of time, actually be ahead of Syntax Error. They're going to jump past this tree right here. Woody the Quester with a man following him. Lunatassi. But but last place went through 1,000 blocks in 4 minutes 30 seconds.
Quit calling me last place like it's yeah, you get second last.
Now on this hill right here, you can either go high up and then jump down for a little bit of a boost, or you can stay low. However, we're going to see the sand. We're going to see them both run past Woody the Quester. Just a couple seconds ahead of syntax error through that hole. A little bit of lag there. Tech Hector and Chrysanthus are in a very close match. Pete the Sackman right behind them, but very, very far behind we have Lunatosity and Sri Ratslayer. Now they're really far behind. We're gonna really quick teleport to Syntax Error. Syntax Error and Woody the Quester already in the Nether. We're gonna have their miles split right here as they enter the Nether. The Nether is very, very short. You don't see them in the Nether much. In 3 minutes and 36 seconds, Syntax Error is the first person to run a mile. Now, as we go up this hill, this is the highest point they're ever gonna hit in the entire Nether. Not actually true, but there's a little hole right there with slime blocks that if you don't make that jump, you're gonna take like slime blocks and slow you down a little bit. I cannot make that jump, but they just made the jump. Now you could mess up back there like Woody the Quester did, but right here the soul sand, sorry, it's soul soil, not soul sand, makes this so much easier to deal with. And they're gonna come through the Nether. After this, the point after the point Woody the Quester is at is all downhill. Sorry, right here now it's all downhill. And they're actually gonna hit the Nether portal outside of here. Alright, Syntax Error is now leaving the Nether before Woody the Quester.
Bro, I just got in the Nether. Wait, I'm actually trapped. No, wait, I think I passed him. Okay, I'm neck and neck right
Syntax Error and Woody the Quester are very close. Now we're gonna see Syntax Error and Woody the Quester. They're almost at the 2,000 block mark. These two prodigies absolutely destroying the game. They're gonna go through this giant Taija biome as they make this turn right here. As they make this turn right here, this is a very, very long straightaway. It's about 700, 800 blocks. And 7 minutes 2 seconds, Syntax Error is gonna run 2,000 blocks. In about 1.4 seconds later, we see Woody the Quester right on Syntax Error's tail. Now, this entire forest right here is very, very difficult. One small mistake, it's okay, but if you make the big mistake towards the end, there aren't that many hills left. So as you make it out of there, it's not gonna be easy of a job in order to make it out. In 7 minutes and 28 seconds, Chrysanthus and Tech Hector are neck and neck. It is very close between those two with the team battle. Lunatosity crosses the 2,000 block mark in a time of 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Pete the Sockman, 7 minutes 48 seconds. And Tree Rat Slayer in 7 minutes and 50 seconds. We're gonna go to Woody the Quester. We're gonna see what's going on with Woody the Quester. They're still very close to each other. This is a very close match. These slime blocks. That's unfortunate. However, I think Woody the Quester just boosted Syntax Error a little bit.
No, I'm choking, I'm throwing, I'm choking, I'm throwing, I'm throwing.
Well, what are you choking on?
My dad is
Syntax Error and Woody the Quester going through the sweet berries at the same time, but Woody the Quester gets to the sweet berries a little bit faster than Syntax Error. Now with Syntax Error and Woody the Quester go up this massive hill, we're gonna see a bit of a big downhill where they can use these slime boxes as an opportunity to get ahead as this giant uphill takes place. Now this entire uphill is very difficult. There's a big pack around here. It's not gonna be too easy to get up there. Woody the Quester does indeed make a little bit more time, but Syntax Error is going to hit down Woody the Quester. Makes a little bit of a move. That's the first move you really make, and this is really just proves who's really ahead and who's not so much. Now they're almost out of the entire Taija forest biome, and as Syntax Error makes it up this hill, he is now in the birch planks. Tree Rat Slayer just making it through the sweet berry. We see Chrysanthus, Tech Hector, Lunatosity, and Pete the Sockman all make it through. This is anyone's game. Lunatosity actually moves into 4th place as Tech Hector moves back. And this is a big hill, as you can see. We're about to see everybody do a little bit of a shaking up in the positions. See, True Wrestler get down there last. Chrysanthus and Tech Hector, then Luminosity, then Pete the Sockman. Pete the Sockman isn't doing too hot. Mine's not hot. Luminosity makes it up the hill. After Luminosity, we have Pete the Sockman and Tree Rod Slayer left. We're going to see what they're going to be able to do. Oh, and Pete the Sockman and Tree Rod Slayer it's a bit crazy. But Tree Rod Slayer actually makes it out before Pete the Sockman, leaving Pete the Sockman in last place.
Oh yes. Oh Tech, just keep going. Just keep.
Oh, Tech Heck! Chrysanthus ahead! We're gonna see what's going on with syntax error and Woody the Quester real quick. They're going through the water. However, a little bit farther behind is Woody the Quester. We're gonna see. However, with a time of 10 minutes and 34.55 seconds is syntax error. In about 6 seconds later, Woody the Quester has gone through 3,000 blocks. No, that's what the time says. Who's done?
I'm flipping that on metal.
Okay, syntax error is going through the home stretch. Syntax error. With a time of 11 minutes and 13.4 seconds, your winner is syntax error, with 1 point so far for his team. Next up is Woody the Quest with 11 minutes and 22 seconds. That's a 9-second difference between those two. Reaching the home stretch in 11 minutes and 32 seconds. It's Tech Hector. Chrysanthus is coming to the home stretch. Unless Tech Hector is absolutely insane, Tech Chrysanthus will be getting a 1-3 placement for their team.
MCFL, block the fuck out of him.
with 12 minutes, Tech Hector wins it. Tech Hector then finishes with a time of 12 minutes and 18 seconds. Very close.
Sorry, this is all my fault. I spent way too much time.
He hasn't touched the checkpoint. He hasn't touched the checkpoint. Trey, come on.
Boost me, Pete. Boost me, Pete, please. I'll make love to you. Alright, never mind.
Trey, come over here. I'll boost you. Trey, I hate you.
Just block Luminosity.
No!
I literally took away from Woody and Luna. I just kind of bad, but it's fine.
Yeah, GG.
2 was Woody. 3